Sorry about that, Andy. I was just chatting away to you there, and I forgot to press the go live. Oh well, I'm still learning.
I thought I taught you well.
I sat there saying, "Oh well." I think Andy must have got sick.
5 in already.
Hello, everyone.
Within 27 seconds. Go on. Friend now.
So, how are we all today? Have we all had a good day?
Good evening from Mr. Torbenator. No, do you know what it is? Good evening from Darren, actually.
Oh no, yeah, yes.
And good evening from all.
Well,
So welcome to the Mel and Darren Addiction Lab this evening. So we got in, guys, and I'd love to know what we've got planned because I just go with it. I just do as me told.
hello, Mr. Beautiful Blues. Have you had a good day today?
Oi.
We didn't see Mr. Beautiful Blues
He popped
yesterday.
in. Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
He popped
Because
in
you
this
were like
morning.
worrying about him yesterday, weren't you, Mr. Beautiful Blues?
It's
Yeah.
okay, Mr. Beautiful Blues. I answer to anything, mate. Ask Mel. She'll tell you. Oi! Dickhead! Mongo! Geriatric. I answer to it all, mate, man.
Oh, I'm glad you have had a good day. And how's Lottie? Have you had a good day? Hi, Amanda.
Good evening, Claudie. Good evening, Andy. Good evening, Amanda. So, are we going to wait till we
Bare
get it?
Bones.
Spare bones in. Is it coming up on your phone before it comes up
Yeah.
on here? Evening. Reading a book. Wow, it's funny you should say read a book because I've just been informed that we're going to read a book now. A good one.
Yeah, I've been shattered the past couple of days. But I think it's been a bit manic lately, and I think I just needed to rest and recuperate. And then I keep trying to have a nana nap, but the dogs won't let me because they bark all the time. They're a nightmare. Especially if I'm in on my own, they're just torture. I know, trying to be all positive and stuff in here. It's not been too bad. I tried to have my nana nap, but the dogs wouldn't let me. But you got a few jobs done around the house and feeling a lot better today than I was yesterday, which is so yeah, we're trying to do it twice a day, but obviously I've not been great at that the past couple of days, just because I needed a bit of time out and a bit of
Bella, man,
rest. So
what you doing, Bella?
what we are going to try and do, bare bones, is 10 o'clock on a morning and 8 o'clock in the evening.
10 o'clock in the morning. Are we sticking
Yeah,
at 10 in the morning, yeah?
yeah, I think so. And then 8 o'clock in the evening. The evening one's going to be a little less formal, more of a general chit chat. And
Unless anyone's in the chat.
yeah, if anybody wants to come up, they can. But we'll try and plan something specific. Or we could even use this as having a bit of fun. I know Mr. Beautiful Blues likes his quiz. And it doesn't have to be like mental health and addiction. We could have a general knowledge quiz, just that normal stuff that we sometimes forget to do. Just a place where we can all come and chill out together, have a natter, have a bit of fun, that kind of stuff.
Have a copy.
Because let's face it, addiction and mental health isn't like set at specific times. People can struggle every day of the week. So
Any hour of the day
yeah,
or evening.
we've got Bella under the table.
And Buster, they're both there.
Oh, Bella and Buster. I'm surprised Buster's not
Crying.
trying to get up.
Don't speak too soon.
I know. There's always time for that yet.
So, if I showed you that, Would you know what it was? Ever showed you that? Would you know what it was, guys? That is a manual. A
For
manual
life.
for life.
So I thought what I'd do today, because a lot of people have preconceptions about 12-step meetings, and I got this like when I was in rehab. Can you see it? They gave me this when I was in rehab, and I've had it ever since.
So what's it called?
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah, what's the proper name for it? It's the
Big book.
big book of Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yes. But they call it the big book because when it was written they didn't have much money and they had to use really cheap paper, and it ended up being a big book. And one thing that we had to do when I was in rehab was read chapter 5. So it always takes me back to that place where I was still like thinking, could this actually be possible? And what I suggest to people is remember when it was written. This book was written in 1945 in America, when everybody went to church on a Sunday. So the word God is mentioned, but it got suggested to me when you see the word God, think of group of drunks or group of druggies or good orderly direction, and all it is believing in something that's bigger than you. It doesn't have to be God as that person with the grey beard in the sky or whatever you might imagine God to be.
Or if you want it to be, that's okay too.
Oh, definitely. But I know for me personally, that was one of the barriers at first because it scared me.
Big barrier.
But yeah, I thought I'd read chapter 5 just to give you all a little snippet of.
Oh, yeah, you too, man. If it's not Bella Buster, it's you.
Of what, a little bit about what AA is, and I thought this chapter's good.
What you doing with that letter? Because it'll have address notes on it, man.
But I thought this chapter would be good because it also goes through the 12 steps as well.
Bella, don't start, please, baby. Chill, Winston.
Right. Are we all sitting comfortably?
Yeah. Should we just wait?
Okay.
You're not watching the ball match, right?
What a match? Is it on Sky?
Versus Man U.
Versus Man U? What and a cup? I'll watch the highlight. The cup is more important.
I like your style.
I've got a new focus, man, since the last few days. In fact, there's a video coming at 10:30 telling you all about it, a premiere. Anyway.
Right. Chapter 5, and it's called How It Works. Don't know if you can see that. But anyway.
Any struggle?
Yeah, we'll share because I do have glasses, but since I've moved, I can't find them. So I can read so long and then it just turns into a blur. I do need to go to the opticians, but I keep putting it off. It's more expensive, isn't it? But hey, that's another story. So, chapter 5, How It Works. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to this simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. There are such unfortunates. They are not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the ability to be completely honest. Our stories disclose in a general way what we used to be like, what happened, and what we are like now. If you have decided that you want what we have and are willing to go to any length to get it, then you are ready to take certain steps. At some of...
You're a little cowbell, I swear to God you are.
At some of these we bought, we thought we could not find... We thought...
Fucking leave me alone, man.
Okay, Bella, are you wanting to join in? That some of these we balked. We thought we could find an easier, softer way, but we could not. With all the earnestness at our command, we beg of you to be fearless and thorough from the very start. Some have. Yeah, it's gone blurry.
Well,
Come on then.
oh, away, man. Fucking swear down, man. There's gonna coffee go all over. Your phone will get done. The laptop will get done. Howie, let's sort it out. At some of these we bought, we thought we could find an easier, I'm just starting that there, easier and softer way, but we could not. With all the earnest at our command, we beg of you to be fearless and thorough from the very start. Some of us have tried to hold on to our old ideas, and the result was nil until we let go. Absolutely. I swear down these fucking dogs, man. Remember that we deal with alcohol or drugs, cunning, baffling, and powerful. Without help, it is too much for us. But there is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. Remember, we're not on. I mean, if you want it to be God, you can have it to be God, but it can be anything that's, people. Right, come on now. Fucking foot, man. I'm gonna have to move them, No, man, that chair's just nearly went. It's busted, look at them.
They're playing under the
They're
table.
not playing, they're being little dickheads. Right at the wrong time. May you find him now. Half measures. I like this. Half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked his protection and care with complete abandonment. Here are the steps we took, which are suggested as a program of recovery. 1. We admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. 2. We came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Step 3. We made a decision. You keep an eye on that chat as well. We made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. 4. We made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5. Admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6. We were entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. 7. Humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings. 8. Made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make an amends to them all. 9. Made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10. Continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11. Saw through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for the knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. Step 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we try to carry this message to alcoholics and drug addicts and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Many of us exclaimed, "What an order! I can't go through with it." Do not be discouraged. No one amongst us has ever been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we are willing to grow along spiritual lines. The principles we have set down are guards to progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection.
Leave it there.
Leave it there.
I don't know anybody in Edinburgh, so that'll be somebody trying to tell me something. So, how did we find that, guys? I want your opinions, because I know, for me personally, at first, like, that word God and all these spiritual principles, I thought, oh my God, I've walked into some crazy cult. And it was quite overwhelming, till it all got broke down. So I'd like to hear what you guys in the chat think and what it's brought up for you. What did it bring up for you?
How long have we got?
But I do remember going back
So-
the first time I did read that chapter, and just that opening line, rarely have we seen a person fail. That gave me so much hope.
But you know this bit here. Rarely have we seen a person. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our paths. Well, I used to fail. I used to think I failed, but I hadn't even tried. Never mind fucking thoroughly. You know what I mean? I failed. Failed, man. I can't do that, man. Doesn't even work. Look, those those who do not recover are people. This bit used to stick out to me as well. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to the spiritual program. And I was in the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous for many, many years, guys. And I fucking used to hate it when they used to say that because I was sat there all the time like fucking, I'm fucked again, still fucked. You know what I mean? I read that and I'm fucking, it's drummed it into me that I'm one of them ones, mate. I'm one of them ones who cannot or will not.
But for me, like, I love reading that every now and again because it always takes me back. And for me, it's a really good reminder about how far I've come,
Oh, you fat man.
you know, and the difference in how I like interpret this book now compared to then just goes to show how much people can change as a person, and how much doing a program like this helps you grow as a person as well. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you because I know even if you're not an addict or an alcoholic, it is a really good book to read because it has got personal stories in the back as well. And maybe one day we can maybe
Read one.
read one of the stories, and you know, because it is.
There's many good parts of that book,
Yeah.
isn't there? To be fair.
And for me, it's like whatever you're going through in life, there's always something that sticks out for you and can help you change your mindset and stuff. One that always used to help me as well is The Promises. I used to love reading The Promises as well. But
I like Beyond Your Wildest Dreams,
Yeah.
I used to think Ferrari, millions. It wasn't that book.
just being able to look in the mirror and not despise myself was good enough for me.
That's what ended up being good enough for me, too.
So, shall we have a bit of a panel tonight, do you think?
That's up to you.
You can be the person.
I've been
Yeah.
doing fucking all my life. So, guys, what we're going to do right now
So
is...
people can come up and have a natter with us, and I'll just go get back in.
What are you doing?
Be back in. I've just got an electric shock.
Because you're electric, man. 'Cause she's electric. Oh, fuck that snoring. Carry on. I hate it, mate. I hate snow. Fucking hate it. So, yeah, them 12 steps and all that, right? So, let's she's fucking closed it, man. Chapter 5. So, let me tell you about the 12 steps of narcotics. I mean, of any anonymous. Let me find where it says chapter 5. Bill's story. It's all good stories in there, guys, you know. Right, chapter 5. Where's fucking chapter 5? Man. How it works, 58. How it works, page 58. So, right, look, I mean, even just the steps without all that fucking mad stuff, what we've been just talking about there, I didn't understand some of them fucking words, man. You know what I mean? So, step 1, we admitted we were powerless over alcohol and drugs. So there's 2 parts to the step. So that our lives had become unmanageable. When I used to think that fucking first part, we admitted we were powerless over alcohol. I thought, no, I'm a human. I choose to do it on a daily basis. The second part of that step, our life become unmanageable. Yeah, definitely. I could identify with that. Step 2 came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. I didn't think I was insane. Me getting in, going in and out of jail and fucking repeating the same mistakes showed me like that I was definitely insane, but I didn't think I was. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God because we understood Him. That's step 3. I thought if there was a God, why would I be in this fucking madhouse in the first place? Step 4, we made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. I didn't know what it meant, so I asked, and then they said you have to tell your life story. I thought, why do I want to look at myself? Man, I've been trying to fucking run away from that for years. Now you want me to go and look deep within inside. So then we get to step 5. I admitted to God, didn't believe in God, so that was gone straight away. Ourselves, I could mention myself sometimes, and another human being, the exact nature of our wrongs. I had to sit and tell someone all my secrets. Let's see your face, please. Okay, I got ya.
Hang on.
Hi, Amanda.
Oh, hello. Let me just turn that off. How are we doing?
I'm
We're
good.
good,
How are
we're
you?
good, man. Oh,
Good, good.
Good in the hood.
Good stuff. Anyway, listen. I've got some special messages here for Live Free. So would you mind if I play them? I know it's not specifically for your live, it's nothing
been locked up?
inappropriate. Pardon?
Is he locked up?
No.
No. He wanted a message from Boris, so I've got him a couple. So here we go. You ready?
Hello there. I would like to congratulate Live Free, big up Live Free, and the auditing community. I'm very humbly gestured by the bacon bites and the sausage rolls, particularly the vegan sausage roll. Signing off.
There we go. There's one message for him. If he's listening.
Big up Live Free and the auditing community for their outstanding work during this shit show of a pandemic. I would like to say that my position in office is quite tenuous at this time, and I hope you can see where my party's got to. Goodbye.
There we go.
You were getting all worried and serious at first, then I seen it in your face.
Yeah.
I know, so did I. But I promise you, it wasn't anything bad.
I seen the look of worry on
Because
his
I haven't
face.
been on, I haven't been looking, man. Do you know what I mean? I've been laid back, feet up. Oh, God.
No, I'm not going to bed yet.
It's not that.
No.
You'll have something to eat once.
Listen, let me tell you, it's only 8:30, pal. It's not time. What do you do when clocks go back and forward? Does he have a bit of a meltdown about that fact? Does he have to go to bed now, really?
Absolutely love sleep.
We didn't. We weren't in bed asleep. We just went upstairs and laid in bed for half an hour. Watched a bit of stuff. Made a video. I mean, it's going to be on at 10:30 actually.
Alright.
Not that type of video either. That sounded really dodgy.
Well, it wouldn't be one of them type of videos if I'm saying it's going to be
Just chucking down what you said. We went to go upstairs and I'm uploading the videos. That's really dodgy. Really, really dodgy.
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
So, yeah.
But I've had quite a good day today. I'm starting to feel a bit better after the last few days, so that's good.
Fancy wear coming on top as well after that. Fucking being a nightmare. Buster,
No.
you're not getting that up and move now. I told you. He's
But I
got
am.
something and he wants it.
I am looking for a new job closer to home.
Right! The fucking fighting, man. I'm going to move there. Keep my eye on. Bella, this way, come on.
He's trying to
This
pinch
way.
her sock.
Bella, this way, now.
Oh, right. And she don't want to give in.
No, she loves socks. She always pinches socks and he wants it thinking that looks fun.
That's all right. Mine's
That's
been in the cupboard today and stole a slipper and running around with my slipper.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the hat, not the sock today. She carries a hat round in her
I've
mouth.
had that up for fucking 5 years as well. She skimped it.
So I just got North Face trainers the other week. I was devoid about that.
Oh, then.
Yeah, she was running around.
I've
Some other
not done
slippers.
training when I got a brain back engaged. Oh, then let's say where were we?
It was just nattering.
Oh, just not done. Okay.
Yeah.
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 So did you like the Boris message then?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good.
I found his face funnier at first, like, oh my god, what's going on?
I didn't know what had happened.
Nothing's happened.
I thought
Not
he'd
as far as I know.
been locked up or something, and he'd recorded
Oh.
a message for the
I'd be last
community.
person to know about that, dude. But no, I think he was talking about Boris on one of his lives. So I thought I'd get a message for him.
There's only one left, isn't there, you know?
I don't know.
There's only one in. It's only you in, I think, Amanda. One in the chat if you can hear us.
There's 5 on there. It'll take people a bit of time to get used to it.
17 of people are watching.
Is that what it says? 17?
Says on my computer, yeah.
Okay.
18 now.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
So it says 5 on my phone and 1 on my computer.
It says one watching now. I don't know. I think it's probably YouTube being silly because it did say 17 and now it says 1. So I don't know.
And loads of ones are in the chat as well.
Yeah,
Oh, Andy's not watching.
Andy's not watching, how do you know?
Yeah,
he
he's
said-
not watching.
No.
He's listening but not watching.
It says 19 now. Hey, do you like the thumbnail of the live? That was in Islam Aris.
Costa Mataris.
Costa Mataris then.
Islas the island.
Yeah, Costa Mataris. Just
Oh,
up
yeah.
the road from
Me dragging Torbs by his foot, kicking and screaming.
nothing's changed.
I like Andy, actually. We are the one.
We are.
I like that.
the team.
Yeah, I thought the live this morning was good as well.
What Addiction Lab this morning?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Something
back.
different. It's nice to do different things as well.
We're back, man. We're back, man. For like, no, in fact, we're not back because what it is, that's it now. We're moving forward. I'm going to start looking about getting SIM cards for the phones next
Setting
week.
up an email as
Set
well.
an email up tomorrow. Maybe tonight before we go to bed. Actually, set an email address up. An Addiction Lab email.
We need to get a few different people to pop on and stuff. And
I'm going to go and see Ben, and I'm fucking sick of saying it.
am I right in remembering, Amanda, you do something with an app
Yeah,
for mental
Good.
health? You know,
Well, it's
maybe you
not so much mental health. It's just It's called Check-in and Chat. It's called Good Sams. And before
Right.
when lockdown started, that came out. So I applied for that because I thought, well, it's something I can do.
is it just a local thing or is it a national
no.
thing?
National.
So maybe
Oh,
one day you could do a bit of a session on that if people are feeling a little bit lonely or something.
yeah, I think you need I don't know whether you can self-refer or whether you can do
Right.
a referral.
Right.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that, to be fair.
Yeah, maybe have a look into it, and if people can self-refer or something, we could do a session on that if you like.
Yeah, we could do. No problem.
You know, and you can explain it and how it goes. And if anybody, I was
Oh, me mum.
go and answer it.
Oh, your mum.
And I was also thinking Mr. Beautiful Blues might want to do a session on food.
Yeah, can I come
Obviously,
just after that?
there'd be no pressure to show your face if you didn't want to or anything. But I see in the Discord that you're very passionate about food in the chat. So I was thinking maybe you could do something about food, mood and food, and the importance of that. And if anybody else has got something that they'd like to do a session on, just let us know. And you know, because as I say, this is our group, and I think it's nice for us all to play a part in that as well. Obviously, there's no pressure if you'd rather not, you know. But I think it'd be nice for people to have the opportunity if they want it. Oh God. You don't get a phone call all day and then everybody phones you, don't they?
Oh, usual.
I have noticed Mr. Beautiful Blues and, you know, or maybe you could do a little I don't know, cookery lesson for us or something, and just show us what you're cooking rather than having your face on if you'd rather that. But it's entirely up to you. As I say, there's no pressure on anyone because I know a lot of people do like being in the chat and don't come on the panel. But I think it'd be good if we can get a mixture of things on because as much as it's addiction and mental health, it's kind of learning to live a normal life as well. And I think things like the music therapy, it can be so important because the structured worksheets and learning all that stuff is great, but sometimes it's what can you do in them in between times. You can't just sit there doing worksheets for the rest of your life. So it's about learning all that normal stuff as well and being comfortable in that.
Yeah.
But everyone have a think of if there's something that you could even do a window cleaning one if you wanted, Lordy. Show us how to clean windows properly. It's Andy W could take us on one of his walks with him. It's all sorts we could kind of do, and and then it'll give us all a bit of ownership of this as well, and and I think it'll help us kind of gel together more in that as well. I think we've got a great group here anyway, but I think it'd be good if we can all help each other with different elements that help us. Hey, Smoky Joe. Or if there is something somebody's got a particular knowledge in that they may find helpful, or say someone's got anxiety, they might want to take us through what they do when they have an anxiety attack, and it could be endless. But I do think we need to mix it up and have bits of fun in there as well. So like general knowledge quizzes, music therapy, as well as all that other serious stuff as well, learning how to cope with triggers and cravings, get people in to share their life stories, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just trying to read the chat there. Confessions of a Window Cleaner.
Oh, I've watched that.
I bet you do see some things being a window cleaner, like, don't you? Remember when we had a window cleaner at the flat, all of a sudden you'd hear this bang on the window and the dog would go off it. It was Rocky at the time. He'd just go off it. It's funny. I got a letter sent to the flat because apparently Rocky was on the dangerous dogs register, and if he was dangerous, like, it's ridiculous. He was the softest dog you'd ever meet. But I forgot to tell him that he died. So I got a letter off the police saying they're going to come and seize Rocky. It gutted me a bit, actually. I was like, but all I have to do is send this paper and send it back to him. Hiya, Mum. So what I was just saying, if you've just come in, Mum, what I think would be good is if we started getting other people on the panel to do a little bit of a session. Mr. Beautiful Blues is going to have a think about doing something along the lines of food, see if he's up for it. You might want to do something about anxiety and how to cope with an anxiety attack and stuff, or anything else that you think people may find interesting, or if there's anything specific that anyone's interested in, just let us know and we can arrange a session. But I think it'd be good to let everybody contribute to it as well. Just trying to, I can't like get my head around talking and looking at the chat at the same time. I always think I'm missing out on something.
Well, that's hard to-
So I don't want to miss anyone, and he's disappeared on his phone having a natter with someone.
yeah.
He's good, isn't he?
Well, yeah, that's usually me who does that. I'm usually the phoner. Or everybody phones me.
See, I'm not too great on the phone, if I'm honest. I'll send the occasional texts and stuff, or I'll phone my kids and that, but I always say I'm going to get into the habit of phoning more people, and like I'll do well for a couple of weeks, and then it just drifts off. You know, I think I am one of them people who do like their own company a bit too much.
My youngest daughter's like that.
But then I think I kind of justify it by the fact that, well, I talk to people all day for work, and I've got a big team of people around me, so that coming home and not speaking to anyone is quite nice.
Well, yeah,
It
when
used
you're constantly talking all the time, it's, I don't know, like you say, it's all right, but
I think it used to really annoy Darren,
Catch you in a bit, right?
you know, because
Ta-ra.
he hadn't really spoke to anyone during the day, and I'd just been talking non-stop, and I'd get
Oh.
home, you know, when
What?
getting used to when I was working, I was just saying sometimes I'd get home and I didn't want to talk,
Yeah.
but you hadn't really spoke to people during the day, so you were like, blah, 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 and I'm like,
I used to get put back in the cupboard, man. It's on the truth.
somebody's
No.
got to keep your ink covered every now and then.
It's on the truth. I used to get put in the fucking,
was
what's
say-
it called? The gas cupboard, man.
I was saying yesterday I might just make a room for you in the shed.
Make a room, man. We've already got a room under the stairs. We only get let out for bread and water.
No, in the shed, and then you're out completely.
Well,
A little heater in there for you, it'll be right.
I've got the heater at my flat. Oh, I hope you're watching Rancid. I'm going to the flat tomorrow. Don't you, so you can still see I've got it. You fucking mong, man. Honest. Oh, sorry.
oh yeah, Chris said he'd do a live with you regarding mental health. That's the way-
Again, Amanda. Sorry, I'm miles away. What are you saying there, Amanda?
Oh, Chris said he'd do a live with you for mental health if you want.
Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant.
well, anytime. We'll do it. Definitely. I don't talk about my mental health on here. I don't know why. I haven't got a problem about talking with addiction, but I don't know about my mental health like I do. You haven't heard me talking about my mental health much. And I don't know why. Alright, Smokey. You'll be
think-
good, brother.
I think with you
Smokey's
it's.
alright. I like Smokey. Alright, Paul.
I think the thing with you is mental health. You're still trying to get to grips with it yourself, and it still really confuses you.
I haven't even told you about my mental health properly. About psychiatrists and all that. Looking psychiatrists, man.
I think the mental health, though, in certain aspects, especially when you've got like autism and things like that, you think slightly different than other people. And I think finding out how you work yourself to work around it, if that makes sense, probably doesn't.
I don't know. Right, what should we swap this?
And I think it is. I think it is hard as well for men to open up and talk about mental health. You know, because you're quite a traditional.
Old school, aren't I, mate?
Yeah, you
The
know,
man
like,
should be at work bringing the bread and butter and donut.
and I'm not allowed
all
to
them
carry
rapes, haven't I?
bags and all that shizzle.
It's not that you're not allowed, but why would you want
I
to carry
know.
it every bag when I can carry it?
But
When I'll use
think-
me.
But I think, you know, you just get used to it, don't you? You know, I was a single mum for a long time, so I was used to carrying all my bags, and then to get them all took off me, it's like, what? I'm not.
Well, I think it's independence as well, isn't it? You know, because you were independent previously, you know, you did it all yourself. You just get on with it, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
And it's hard to to not do that.
Mm,
So,
it is. I've had to sort of rein myself back a bit from certain things because I can't do them.
It does my head in that though. It does my fucking head in, man. I say,
Yeah.
I'll carry that, man. And then she's fucking carting big fucking heavy bags about and that, man. People must be looking at me and think, why are you not there? Carry that. I say, fucking give us a dig, man. I told you.
Tobbs, it's a woman thing. It's a woman thing, mate. They all do it.
I know, mate. I know. Tell me about it, man. I'll tell you what else does my head in as well. We go shopping and I'm looking on the shelves and all that, man. I turn around, she's gone. You know what I mean? I'm fucking lost, man.
Fuck off,
Damn.
it's you, John.
All the time. I'll tell you that for that donor. Don't do that to me, man.
He does that. And you know, it always costs twice as much when he goes.
Yeah,
well, that's
twice as much when she goes to Primark on her own. She's not allowed.
if I go shopping with him, we have a trolley full of shite.
Really.
Biscuits and friggin' cakes and terrible.
He knows the score.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Anything that he doesn't have to cook, basically.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's it.
I'm a decent person.
I wouldn't know, babe.
You had my steaks, man.
Yeah, as we were saying yesterday, you cooked about 10 times in 7 years.
You said 20
Well,
yesterday.
20 times in 7 years. There's 365 days in a year.
I bet mine tonight.
20 sounds good. When you said 20, I was buzzing.
No.
Well, mate, I'll do you a fucking flask, kid.
Do you a bacon sarnie as well?
Only do smoke bacon in here, though.
What when it's on fire, Tobbs?
Again,
On fire, he says.
I can't hear. You're breaking up, Amanda. I don't know if it's me or yours.
It's probably me, my 4G's cracking up. I have to go outside for a fag, you see, I'm afraid. Can't smoke inside.
See, that's what I'm going to shop tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to fucking sort this thing out. I've been saying I'm going tomorrow for fucking 5 days, man. Because we fill that up, right? And it's leaking, man. The fucking juice is just leaking out of it.
And we only just bought it.
Oh no, it's not good.
So,
So
And they
we
weren't-
fucking 50 quid altogether on them, though, and the fucking coils and all that, didn't we?
hiya, Jerry.
It's Jerry
He
here.
was probably using them.
Say again, Vanda. Sorry, I'm fucking miles away, mate.
I can't even use vape. I don't know why. It just makes me
Have you
cough.
tried?
Yeah, loads of times. Different flavours. Chris is alright, but me now. I can't vape coffee. I use gum if I stop smoking. I did for about 2 years and then I started again.
Every time I have a drag of it, it makes me cough my lungs up, but everyone says that happens to start off with and to stick with it, so I will...
I'd rather not have one, mate. I'll just fucking try and do it with the patches.
Well, I went to gum instead.
Yeah, that's what I used to have. The patches, them lozenges, the cherry ones. I used to do all right. Well, compared to what I'm doing
You can
now.
only have the mixed fruit gum though because the mint one's too strong. I don't know. Makes me gag, the mint one.
Yeah, no, don't
I
look
only
that.
have the fruit flavoured one. So that's usually what I have anyway. And I
Definitely
can't have
most
the
of-
patches because they affect my skin. Tried them and all.
What do that? Oh, even if you got
Yeah.
16-hour one.
I've got chuffing eczema and stuff like that, so it really affects my skin. So
Well,
I've tried different ones of them. So
If you've seen the amount of medication she's on, Tobbs, she comes out to the chemist, right, with a carrier bag full. Seriously, she's on all sorts. Morphine patches, you name it.
So what do you have to do? Do you have to? I have to think with me for my meds. Well, I have to. Do you know have a thing where you pay? How much was it? £10 a month. So you don't have to pay when you go to the chemist.
Because we
oh,
mattress up.
free payment one, yeah.
Yeah, my omeprazole and both me inhalers. I can't think what it's called.
It's a prepayment plan.
Prepayment plan, yeah, £10 odd a month. Or if you pay in one payment, I think it was 90 odd quid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, because I have 2 inhalers.
Prepayment plan, yeah. They emailed me, and all that, man. So when I first done it, I had to show the chemist my email, and now they know now. So I don't even have to.
Yeah, I don't bother anymore with that, man. They know my name.
I'm thinking about sacking it because I was on methadone, I was on that omeprazole, my inhalers, what else? Something else. 2 different inhalers, antidepressants. Do you know what I mean? I'm not taking my antidepressants no more. I'm not taking methadone no more. I'm only on the omeprazole and my 2 inhalers. Them inhalers are lasting sometimes over a month anyway. So,
Yeah, but you imagine if you're still getting 3 different prescriptions, you're still going to cost you more.
I know.
Still like £9 a pop.
I know.
Innit?
I'm going to sit down and work it out properly then.
And they're going up in April and all, aren't they? Prescription prices.
Oh joy!
I know. Tell me about it. Crazy.
You don't need one more, do you? You don't need one of them things. It's cheaper for you to just pay for your thing. If you that's if you get anything anyway. Fucking dogs.
Yeah,
Might be screwing it on wrong.
what are the outside? I'm going to say it's been snowing here.
We haven't had none, have we?
What's not? No. Been cold enough.
Oh, we
for it,
did.
like.
We had sleet earlier, a massive sleet storm. Then that stopped. It rained for a bit. Then it turned to snow. And then it's like sleety stuff. No, it's not settled out.
I can hear you buzzing.
I've just heard a beeping.
That's my name. What was it? I've heard that beeping before.
Is it the fridge?
Is it your answer machine?
Did you eat it, Amanda?
No, I don't. God knows.
Shut up. Shut up. Now.
We've
Have
got
you got
all
an
these.
answer machine?
No, we haven't got an answering machine. I think it's something in the kitchen, but I don't know what.
I don't know.
What? Oh, my air fryer. It's my air fryer.
I'm going to say I've been hearing that beeping from the last few lives you've done.
Could you read that beep there?
Yeah, it's been beeping for ages. I thought it was your answer machine. I thought you were just
No.
ignoring them like I do.
It's the air fryer.
See, our washing machine makes funny noises
It
as
fucking
well.
sings to you, that
It
cunt.
plays a tune and everything. And if
Oh,
you
yeah,
leave
mine does.
the fridge door open, that starts beeping, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's not as posh as that fridge, but the washer makes like a beeping noise or something.
Oh, this plays like a bad little tune. It's off it. It was in the sale as well at Curry's when we moved in, wasn't it? Because I wanted our old one we'd had for 7 years and it was only cheap one, wasn't it? So I wanted one to match the grey cupboards in the kitchen. And that one, it's a 9 kilogram one, but it was in sale, wasn't it?
I
About
think
150 quid knocked off.
Oh, that's all right then. That's good. Mine's a 9 kilo, I think. Well, I've got them all matching now. They're all black. Problem is, you show won't muck up. You've got to keep cleaning them.
I wanted one of them where one of them washers, you know, if you forget to put something in, you can open the door thing and put it in. Fuck knows, you're supposed, if that's gone, you're supposed to be able to add stuff to it.
You
We've
can.
never. Well, how the fuck, if you open that door, the water's going to pour out because it's not one
Because
way
you
fucking.
press the button on it and then it drains the water out and then the key comes on so you can open it.
Have you done it?
Yeah,
Have you?
yeah. I want to see how it works. I think you can program it from your phone as well.
Yeah, you can mine and
I don't
dry it.
even think he's used that washing machine once since we've been here.
I
It's
haven't.
funny, like last time I went into hospital, I had to leave full instructions on how to use it.
Bad did it.
What the fuck going on with these dogs, man?
So
Is it our dogs or them? The dogs next door?
And then when I did come back, things were pink.
Hey, get in here now!
Supposed to be white.
Come on!
we're pink.
Yeah.
He's quite good at separating the colours, I'll give him that. But he says that he doesn't know how to use this new washing machine. Well, I didn't know how to use it till I used it.
Yeah.
not hard, is it? If you can use one washing machine, you can use them all.
Yeah, it's just a matter of pressing a few buttons and away you go, innit?
Exactly. And hope for the best. All right, get it up my eyes. He's freaking shining torches in my eyes because he's a knob.
Wasn't shining in your eyes.
You were.
I'd never do that to you.
You just blinded me.
I never. You blind me every time I look at you with your beautifulness. I've got to pay you
Don't
back.
need no lights on her. She's already got one above her. Just
Exactly.
halo at the top.
No, you mean beside her. What did you say? What did
My
you say?
halo at the top. I was looking at them lights there. Walked right into that one, Amanda, didn't I?
She's a little angel, bless her.
I won't go that far.
Well, you know,
I
don't
do-
think any of us are angels, are they? At the end of the day, it's all about
Yeah, you don't
moving
need
forward.
separate the colours no more, that's right, apparently. I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't read the manual yet.
What do you need
Hey,
a manual for?
The washer? There's my
Oh,
manual.
do you know, every time we buy something new, right, I'll go, we'll look at manual. Do you know, my husband, all he does, right, is we don't need no manual and starts fixing it all and putting it together. And then when he
Yeah.
says we've got some spares, I'm like, what do you mean we've got fucking spare bits? You mean we don't need them?
They're just put in case.
Exactly, that's what he said.
That bit must be the weak bit, so they know they'll give you some spares.
Exactly,
Yes.
that's what he tells me. So I keep
Yeah.
hold of these spares. And I end up with bags full and bags full of spare bits. Oh dear, they always come in handy for someone else, I suppose.
What a 1-2-1. I was going to have a fucking bet on them as well.
You don't bet on Borough.
Oh, I don't know. I always leave them out my thing. I haven't had bet for weeks again. So it got near Christmas last year, and I walked in, like, I showed Mel 2 pictures. I said, which iron do you want for Christmas? I fucking got in the bad books, you know, for that.
Well, you don't. No, you don't buy an appliance for Christmas.
They were
That's
top of the range
the
irons.
software.
They were top of the range irons. She said it's a fucking good job you didn't have them in real life because I'd have hit you over the head with them. I thought, fucking hell, what's wrong with that?
Exactly. Yeah,
What?
sort of thing. No.
Exactly.
What should I have done then? Should I have given her a choice between an over and a wash, over and an iron or something then? Would that
No,
have
they
been?
should have come normal, naturally. You don't need them as a gift. You
Exactly.
have bought something nice.
Even
If
for the
you bought
house
some
anyway.
chocolate.
Chocolate. I did
Even
buy you
if
some
it were about
chocolates
some
today. Have them on the way home. I bought some chocolates as well. You have to console
You
on the way home.
should have bought two then, one for you then.
I get all the best ones. But I thought she didn't like them ones, so I thought we were good to go. But no, I get the wrong ones apparently.
And don't tell me she didn't like any of them that you saved us. You had to eat them and all.
How did you know?
Left all the strawberry ones.
I could tell with look on your face. Got you down to tea, Mr. Swan.
I don't.
You do.
I always give you all the caramel ones.
No, you don't.
Really?
Really.
Have a look in there and I bet you've left me all the shite. That's why they're still there.
I haven't had a look in with them.
I haven't had them, so there's none in. Oh, fucking hell, look, I told you I'll leave with the caramel ones, didn't I? There's 2, there's 3, there's fucking 4 caramel ones. Look,
Oh,
there's no
happy.
strawberry ones, though, for me. Know what I mean?
Happy days.
Happy
Oh,
days.
they went in, didn't they? Did he? Can't be
You
dealing
want
with them.
Eats now.
I didn't even know they were there. I thought you'd had them all.
No, I haven't hardly had any of them, mate. You bet all them, not me.
You haven't.
That's why I don't well, Kingston has them. I haven't touched them, hardly. I'm the best thing, you know. Don't put what out? What's people putting out?
His gamer tag.
I don't know. What have we
His gamer
missed?
tag on Xbox, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's half time.
Half time, but I went until 1. Come on, I bought that.
Playing anyway. Is it Man U and somebody?
Yeah, Man U. Middlesbrough Man U. I should be watching that as well. We've got paying for Sky Sports every month. We don't even watch the fucking telly.
Well, we said we'd
On
only
telly
have,
licenses and that, man. Don't even watch it.
Well, I don't bother watching telly off these days. And I got rid of Sky years ago when they started hiking the prices.
no, it's scandalous, isn't it?
Saying that, we
Really
got
watch
a good deal though this time. We had to fuck about with them though. We had to cancel and leave and all that, didn't we? And then the fucking phones us back with them in price. We've got everything you can get. Apart from we need to buy a telly for the bedroom because Kingston's pinched ours, hasn't he? You know what I mean? Need a telly for the bedroom, then we've got it all in the bedroom as well. So if we want to watch telly, we have to watch on the fucking
Laptop or downstairs.
but we don't even watch that telly. Got a big fucking. You got me that telly for my birthday. Was it last birthday? Just gone. I can probably count on fucking 2 hands how many times we watched it.
Although I think when the living room's done, we will be in there watching it more. Just haven't pulled my finger out because we.
I'm gonna look. There's a thing coming at 10:30. You want the truth? Terminator's on the truth at 10:30.
So you often to your mum's at 9 as well, don't you? So we'll.
Oh yeah, so I'll have to get going in a minute.
Yeah, we'll have to. Gotten it to his mum's at 9, so we thought we'd just do a small one today, and we'll be back at 10
10 what?
tomorrow.
Yeah,
But obviously he's got his premiere thing at
10:30.
10 tonight. But Addiction Live will be back at 10 o'clock tomorrow, and I'll pull something out. Has anybody got anything specific they want to look at tomorrow?
What it is, this is a bit behind, you know, so that's why when you say, like, it takes ages, and I used to, when I first started doing labs and that, and I used to say, put one in the chat for this, and, like, I used to think, they're fucking ignoring me, man. I used to say, well, what, you fucking ignore me? Oh, you ignore me. I used to say, you know, Amanda, you fucking ignore me, I'm just gone. What's my name here? I'm asking you for a 1 or a 2 in the chat, 1 for yes, 2 for no. No one was answering me, and then I realised I started watching, like, I put it on my phone or something. Oh, yeah, to pin something. And then I realised I was fucking, like, it's about 40 seconds behind or something like that, or maybe a bit more than 40 seconds behind.
But I could look through my stuff and we could do something specific tomorrow, can't we?
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody enjoyed the quizzes you did. You've got any more of those?
Any more than what, quizzes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
around addiction and alcohol and all that type of thing, and
yeah, we can do another
mental
quiz.
health. I'm
I
sure
think I've,
Is that what you
everybody enjoyed them last time.
is that what you want to do? A quiz in the morning, an addiction quiz?
Yes, of some description. I'll leave it to you to sort
Yeah.
out whatever. You've got some stuff, but yeah,
But,
sure.
yeah.
You know, I think it's interesting to learn. If you don't know, you know, you have an idea, and then
So what you're saying there, Smokey, you want to do relapse as well? We could do a little quiz and relapse. We could do both in the morning, you know, can't we? We can do a quiz and relapse, or we can do relapse then a quiz, whatever. Alcohol Kendra said we off to watch second half of the match. See you in the morning.
see you in the
See you in
morning.
the morning, John lad and
yeah,
Kendra.
take care, John.
Maybe on Sunday we can go through the timeline of alcohol withdrawal.
So we do that on Sunday.
Yeah.
So what about relapse tomorrow though?
So yeah, we can do a quiz and we can do some more of that relapse warning signs.
Right.
Terence
Let's
Gorski.
with that. Let's talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm saying that Terence Gorski, when we started doing the relapse warning signs, and I only got to number 3.
Do you think we should start that again though? Because there
Yeah,
might be
we
people
can.
who was in.
We'll start. Yeah,
The man that wasn't in for the.
we'll start again, and we'll do a quiz as well.
Yeah. So we do a quiz and some
Relapse warning signs.
relapse warning signs / prevention.
So
Relapse prevention's always good. Definitely.
So yeah, quiz tomorrow, Mr. Beautiful Blues, because I know you love a quiz.
I'm the quiz master.
10 o'clock. And have a think if you do want to do anything around food as well. I think it'd be good to get a few different people on as well.
There's a lot of stuff we could do. Gambling, shopping, food, sex. There's a lot of.
Hey, Nutter.
You know, we're just about to leave.
What time is it?
You've been watching football with kids, so that's important anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, so you
Right, I
Tom
better
just and see his mum. And I will see you all tomorrow at 10 o'clock and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah,
It's
thanks,
not
guys.
going to be a 40-minute quiz.
All
All right, thanks for jumping on, Amanda, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, Nigel.
Nudge. Thanks for joining us tonight, even though I'm just sat here as a spare part and that, as always. But listen, she makes me look good, so I don't mind.
Right. Take care, Mum. Take care, Jay, Nutter, Nigel, Smoky Joe, Lordy.
Smokey, I'll see you. Make sure you read it. Well, everyone. I think we'll have a good session in the morning. I'll get up and I'll make sure I've done my star jumps and all that, so I'm ready, fresh to go.
Good night, Andy W. Good night, Mr. Beautiful Blues. And all of you have a think if there is anything specific you'd like to do a session on or have a chat about or share your experience on, just let us know and we'll arrange it for you. All right. And stay safe and look after each other.
Right. We'll catch you on the rebound. Oh, no, I won't say that. Anyway, catch you tomorrow, guys, 10 o'clock. Have a good evening. I'll be on at 10:30 on the Torminator channel for the premiere, and then that's it. I'll see you in the morning, guys.
Okay.
Respect to every single one of you. Catch you later. Take it easy, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Right, I'm going to go up to my mum's, babe.